Hi, Michael Tellinjo here with Allosh and we're talking about exciting upcoming workshops and projects at the Stone Circle Ubuntu Village. But not only that, also Allosh's online workshops and seminars and training courses, which I want him to tell me about, because I need to learn a little bit more about it and then invite you to join it, because this is truly a life-changing a few hours that will allow you to turn your home environment, whether you live in a city or somewhere in the suburbs, or no matter where you live, very quickly turn your immediate environment around your house into a self-sustainable,
juicy environment,
beautiful environment that just it grows abundance. And I've seen what Alosha has done at his place. It is mind-blowing, and it's the simplicity that always blows my mind. And when I see people do things simply, I get that they understand what they're doing. And you probably know this yourself. Whenever somebody does, and they make it look easy, effortless, and simple, you know that they know what they're doing. So, Alosha, tell us about the workshops and the online course that you're doing, so people can join you and learn from that.
Well, the course is pretty simple. It's called Abundance of Water, or Water Self-Sufficiency for Any Environment. So basically we cover four aspects, from harvesting of water through earthworks and gutters and leaf catchers. So simple DIY projects that you can do with your friends over weekends, super low cost and nice and simple, using recyclable materials like 200-liter drums and flow bins. Things are available all over the world. The indigenous materials, we call them now, because they're really all over the world.
So you reckon you could probably go to the dump yard or wherever and pick up a whole lot of stuff that you could use?
If I could pick up a old steel bath, hell yeah, I could turn that into a really nice wetland.
Yeah.
So we focus on harvesting of water, storage. Storage is where we build a few ferrocement underground water reservoir that can be used as a bunker, and a sandbag, massive 16,000-liter water tank that can be attached to the house. So that's storage. Then we go into filtration, and in filtration we cover a biochar filter that's again made using 4 of those glucose drums or 200-liter plastic glue barrels. Fantastic biochar filter.
So now that's something that really attracted my attention when you showed me last night the results from the laboratory showing the water purity of your biochar filter compared to the water coming out of the taps in Johannesburg.
200 times better than the tap water coming out of Johannesburg. And this is rainwater stored in my 120,000-liter pool, pumped straight to a biochar filter.
Unbelievable. This is really important because, you know, people harvest rainwater and, you know, they think, oh, well, I'm harvesting rainwater from the roof. But remember, your roof is full of bird poo, bird droppings. There's stuff
mercury,
in there,
everything,
there's
petrol,
stuff coming off your roof and into your water filters, your water tank, that is not necessarily always
you
that
can't
good.
drink that water. With a biochar filter you can. And the beauty about this biochar filter, it's $200 for all the materials and 2 days of the time with you and 3 friends.
$200 to build this biochar
from
filter.
Start to finish.
And the purity of it is, you said, 200 times as pure as the
tap water. It's a spring water. It turns any water into spring water. Even this mucky dam behind us, you can get that water into the biochar filter and it's coming out as spring water at 300 liters a day. So we're not talking a little trickle. We're talking about you can bath in it and drink it. So now you don't have to bath in chlorine and fluoride water, because your skin is your biggest organ. And then also
so that's about 300 liters. It's about 80 gallons of water.
Yeah, that's plenty.
That's huge.
It's a bath and some basic stuff around the house, and all your drinking water comes from that. And then of course we cover a building of the vortex pipe in the filtration, which is revitalization as part of the whole filtration module. And then we go into constructed wetlands, and there we build constructed wetlands using a 1,000-liter flow bin, which you split in half, and that wetland costs you $100 to the whole thing. And that coupled with a grease trap, which is a simple box which I show in my free webinar. I'll post you the link right now. And the grease trap is $30, and that handles all the kitchen water. And this constructed wetland using one drum handles all the grey water. So together combined, they both can be made in 6 hours together, and they create you an extra 21,000 liters of water per month that you didn't have.
Wow. I know. So this is all the stuff we're going to be doing at the Stone Circle Ubuntu Village, the head office, at the same time. But Alosha has already got a free online, what you got?
Webinar, a good webinar. Come and join the webinar where we're going to teach you quite a lot of stuff already on the house. And at the end of the webinar, I'll introduce my workshop and see if it's right for you.
Okay. So that's really my invitation to you, to introduce you to my good friend Alosha and the expertise and the knowledge he's acquired over the last 10 years. You'll be absolutely amazed because he's one of the guys that makes it simple and attainable to everyone, and that's what blew my mind. And I can't wait for you to join us at Stone Circle and Ubuntu head office here, because that's when we're really going to kickstart a whole new energetic drive, and also make it such an amazing place when people come visit us.
Yes.
Because at the moment I feel quite embarrassed, because at the moment the Ubuntu office is just an office with our little bookshop and a place that we don't even have accommodation for people when they come visit us. So this is why we are re-energizing our home base, and Alosha is going to play an important role in that. So
I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks for coming to visit me.
Good. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, Michael Tellinger here with my good friend Alosha Linoff. And this is just an invitation to all our Ubuntu friends and supporters around the world. They want to expand their knowledge, their experience, their abilities, to join Alosha on his online webinar and workshop to learn all about what?
Abundance of water, creating water self-sufficiency in an urban or rural environment.
Unbelievable knowledge, information you're going to gain out of this. It's taught me so much so quickly. My brain is literally just vibrating with excitement. So invitation to you, if you want to really get into this, turning your immediate environment around your home into a spectacular place of abundance, join Alosha on his webinar and his workshop.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing you online. Namaste.
So for those that are interested, I'm going to point out a few things about this ruin that stand out in our analysis of how it's been used and rebuilt and restructured and inhabited by different civilizations. So from the outside here, you can immediately see that there are some flat stones over there in the distance. You see all the flat stones, and then here in this wall right in front of us, you can see flat stones on top, and then those square stones down there. Now that clearly tells us that this ruin has been rebuilt and reused in more recent times. Those square stones down there are not part of the original construction. Those square stones were put on by people that came here later and just rebuilt the wall. It obviously collapsed, it was broken. They rebuilt it so they could use it for whatever purpose they use it for. And it's the flatter stones in these ruins here that seem to be the building blocks of these ruins, specifically in this area. As we go higher up the mountain, our big ruin on top, it's 150 meters across. That ruin used bigger stones that were not broken, bigger, more rounded stones. That's a spectacular ruin. I've spoken a lot more about that. But here we can see more recent habitation and manipulation. But what's interesting is the rounded stones, these ones here, that have been inserted into the walls. I see some of them have fallen down and rolled away. This one here, but you can see these round ones here. This one here, that is part of the wall, and you can see more of those rounded ones over there. Those rounded ones over there that were built into the wall, and you can see the stones that are rounded, that were part of possibly the original walls, and then the stones that are more squarish were the more recent addition to the walls. So you can see they more recently broken. And then we can start looking at the patina. Let me get on the other side of the sun. You can start looking at the patina growth. Here you can see this stone broke off at some stage. You can see that edge, and you can see that brownish patina that's already growing there. And that's incredible, because that tells us that broke off or was broken to put here at some stage, and the patina has already grown over it. This is a more recent break. You can see that this must have broken recently, because often you get baboons that climb on these rocks. You can see the black rock inside under the brownish reddish patina, that black color. Oh, here's a great example of what the patina looks like. Look, This is excellent. Here you got one of the stones that's still firmly wedged in here. I can hardly move it, and you can see the brownish skin of the patina. That's about, say, 3 millimeters thick. And then the black, originally black stone, it was that color black inside, and already this stone on the inside is showing a very distinct layer of patina on it. So that break is already very, very old. That's probably a few thousand years old that patina has been growing, few thousand years that patina has been growing. But these rounded stones are really fascinating because they seem to have been included in these stone walls and in these original stone walls, I believe, for reasons that are still very mysterious to us. We've had psychics and channelers and people from all over the world. I've probably way over 100 psychics and channelers that have trying to tap into their connections to spirit or the morphogenetic field or the source code of information to try and figure out why these rounded stones were put into these walls. And the overwhelming answer that keeps coming back is that there was some sort of information storage, like a giant computer hard drive or a storage facility for knowledge and information, these rounded stones. What I find fascinating is that this ruin, this little ruin here with its little attachment over there and another piece over there that's really badly destroyed, this is the ruin with most insertions of these rounded stones. I have never seen so many of these rounded stones in any wall of all the ruins that I've seen. And this makes me think that this could have been, in ancient times, a very important, possibly energetic place. I mean, look at that. Over there in the distance, you actually got 3 of them inside the wall with a wedge stone going down, if you can zoom into that. So there was some very specific placement of these rounded stones here. This is spectacular. There's a lot more research that needs to be done here, and it's this kind of thinking, introspection and analysis that we're going to do in the Stone Circle research program and the Stone Circle internship, that I invite all those that want to come and join me from January 2018. Join me, Michael Tellinger, in the Stone Circle research program and the internship, 12 to 16 people. Sign up on the link below, and also scroll down on the video and leave your comments. I'd love to hear and find out what you think. Sign up and join me for the first ever internship research program in the Stone Circle ruins and the ancient vanished civilizations of Southern Africa. I'm Michael Tellinger here again, just taken a few steps further with our brand new discovery of this spectacular stone circle and the attachments to it, and just a little further from the main stone circle are these amazing, it's like there's a little stone circle attached to it over here, there's another one over here. It's again like these are cymatic patterns that the stone walls are following, as I've been saying for many years now. And then in between this stone circle and then this one here, that are somehow connected by this channel, as you know, the channels that connect them all together, we have these standing stones. And this is fascinating, and these standing stones, these flat stones, have been put upright in many of these stone ruins, especially in this area, somehow bring me back to the Dravidian connection. And this is really important because we have very clear evidence that the Dravidians, the gold miners from southern India, Sri Lanka, 1,000 years ago up to 3,000 years ago, were here very active, very busy mining gold and trading with gold. And they built dolmens all over the place, their little sacred shrines, and then these standing stones. Often these standing stones were in triangular shapes, next to a dolmen or behind a dolmen or close to a dolmen. And then we find many of these standing stones inside some of these stone circles here, where we have very clear evidence of strong Dravidian activity. So again, this is going to be part of our research, part of our the Stone Circle research program and the internship program. We're going to analyze all this and get much deeper into why some of these stones are the way they are, why they were used, why are these standing stones in the ruins. Very exciting research on so many levels. I can't wait to start. Sign up if you want to join the internship program. Can't wait to see you here in South Africa in January 2018. Wow. Yeah, this ruin has not been visited by anyone for a long, long time, other than the people planting the sappy forests here. This is amazing. Just walked up to it. It's a long way up here. I haven't been doing much exercise, as you can hear. But it's just, you know what, just coming here, engaging with this ruin, probably first time anyone has walked up consciously to this ruin in thousands of years, has just filled me with so much energy. And I just remembered why I came to this place 10 years ago, for the deeper understanding and research into the ancient civilizations and the stone ruins. And this is just, when you make a discovery like this, a whole new ruin that's never been seen before, and just looking at it right now, as I walked up to it, I could see immediately so many telltale signs of what happened at different times of its existence. The flat stones, the rounded stones that have been inserted into the walls, and many other things. I'm going to inspect the patina now and so forth, and the structures, the additions over there, and where the ruin may have expanded to and then eventually remained as it is here. So this is also an opportunity for me to invite all the people that over the last, I guess, 8 to 10 years wanted to join me here in the research and the preservation of the stone ruins. So this is my introduction and announcement of the Stone Circle Ancient Ruins Research Internship Program. So from January 2018, I'll start a monthly or an internship program that will run for 4 weeks, where I will invite 12 people, between 12 and 16 people, to join me here and help me do research, preservation, maintenance, clearing, and as much research and capturing of data, everything from doing electronic and sound frequency measurements to geology, doing genetic samples from trees growing out of, for example, the stone altar at Adam's Calendar, to see if they're human remains. We're going to think outside the box to do incredible research, ground penetrating radar, infrared photography, and do research and document the research on video and in books and in various ways, so we can share it with the world. So if you want to join me doing Stone Circle research, getting involved in all the activities that I've had to do pretty much on my own for the last 10 years, sign up on my website. I'll be taking, as I said, between 12 and 16 people from different backgrounds, from archaeology, from geology, from archaeoastronomy, from sound frequencies, electrical engineers, etc. People with specific skills and knowledge and information and ability to handle certain tools and technology that we're going to use to do this research. If you want to join me here, sign up on my website or on the link below, and be the first group of people that will join me here in January 2018 on the first ever Stone Circle Research Internship Program. Thank you very much. Hi, Michael Tellinger. Hello, Michael Tellinger here, and with my friend
Allo샤의.
Yeah. Hello, Michael Tellinger here with my good friend Allo샤의. And this is just an invitation to all our Ubuntu friends and supporters around the world. They want to expand their knowledge, their experience, their abilities, to join Alloša on his online webinar and workshop to learn all about what?
Abundance of water, creating water self-sufficiency in an urban or rural environment.
Unbelievable knowledge, information you're going to gain out of this. It's taught me so much so quickly. My brain is literally just vibrating with excitement. So invitation to you, if you want to really get into this, turning your immediate environment around your home into a spectacular place of abundance, join Alloša on his webinar and his workshop.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing you online.